Hello Manchester family fans. Fabrizio Romano. Man United make phone call to sign record-breaking forward. Manchester United have called Bayern Munich regarding conditions for a potential loan of teenage sensation Mathys Tel, according to Fabrizio Romano. It has been widely reported this month that Tel will be able to leave Bayern this month, having asked to depart on the back of minimal minutes in Vincent Kompany's side. The 19-year-old is keen to move to a side where he can receive more consistent game time. Now, it appears that Manchester United have displayed an interest in potentially acquiring the forward services. Man United keen on Tel. Other sides are interested. According to Romano, Manchester United have spoken to Bayern Munich regarding the record-breaking Tel, asking to be kept informed of potential conditions for a loan move to Old Trafford. The Red Devils are hoping to make signings for Ruben Amorim prior to the transfer deadline on Monday. Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee have both struggled for consistent form this season, but both were massive signings in terms of money paid. The pair are young, with plenty of time to develop. No doubt, Man United are hoping that, in time, their investments would pay off. Tel is another young prospect and would offer Amorim's side more options up top to support his out-of-form attackers. While Tel has similarly had little joy in front of goal this season, that is more down to his lack of minutes rather than anything else. Man United, though, have to be aware of wider interest in the Frenchman, particularly from within the Premier League. While Chelsea are though to admire Tel, Tottenham Hotspur do too, and if reports are to be believed, may be much closer than Man United in securing a deal for his services. Tel would represent a major signing for Amorim, but the Red Devils will have to be as quick as they will persuasive to convince him to come to Old Trafford. £60 million star prepared to secure move to Manchester United. Manchester United secured a 2-0 win the Europa League last night, and with just a couple of days to go in the transfer window before it slams shut, one would assume that the Red Devils will now switch their attention towards transfers. One player who seems set to join the Red Devils sooner rather than later is Lecce wingback Patrick Dorgu. He is set to undergo his medical in the coming days, and this would help Man United solve a huge spot of bother in their team. However, it looks like they could do more business, with Bayern Munich starlet Mathys Tel available for a transfer. As per today's edition of the iPaper, the player is waiting to see if Manchester United solidify their interest in him. As things stand, it is Tottenham who are the most advanced in the race to lure the £60 million player. Having already agreed a fee with Bayern Munich over his transfer, they are in an attempt to convince the player of the project at their disposal. Arsenal and Chelsea have also made inquiries regarding the 19-year-old Frenchman. However, Tel prefers a move to Old Trafford. Man City logo. Manchester City loading official content. Keep watching at such a young age. Tel is attracting so much interest from the Premier League, and that is a testament to the immense potential that he possesses. One of Manchester United's biggest issues so far this season has been a lack of goals from their strikers. Both Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee have failed to show consistency, but Mathys Tel helped salvage their faltering season. The teenage sensation is yet to find the net for Bayern this season and has only started 2 games in the Bundesliga. It remains to be seen if the Red Devils are able to reach an agreement with Bayern Munich for Mathys Tel before Tottenham convince him to sign for them. The club may not have much time left, and let's wait and see how things play out in the coming days. Man United forced to change plans for Patrick Dorgu transfer in fresh Ruben Amorim setback. Patrick Dorgu is set to become Ruben Amorim's first Manchester United signing, but the Premier League club's pursuit of the Lecce and Denmark star has run into some delays. Manchester United have been forced to push back Patrick Dorgu's medical ahead of his move from Lecce, it has been claimed. Left-back Dorgu, who can also play on the right, is expected to help provide balance down the left as the club adapt to Ruben Amorim's 3-4-3 setup. The Danish international will join for around £30 million, providing everything can be completed before Monday evening's transfer deadline. Amorim has been forced to improvise down the left so far. Right-back Diogo Dalot has been a regular choice in his less familiar position, and the Portuguese scored his first goal of the season in Thursday's win away to FCSB in the Europa League. Dalot may be called upon again on Sunday when United face Crystal Palace in the Premier League, with the club still waiting on Dorgu. Indeed, according to the latest updates, things are taking a fair bit longer than planned. The Mail reports that Dorgu will now only fly to England over the weekend. The paper reports that relevant documentation and contracts were not signed in time for medical tests to be completed sooner. Dorgu, 20, will be Amorim's first signing since taking over at Old Trafford in November. Going into the January transfer window, there were questions over whether United would need to sell before they could buy, but Antony's loan move to Real Betis has helped clear some money off the wage bill. With the transfer window shutting on Monday evening, getting the Dorgu deal done will be the biggest priority. However, there could still be one or two more exits, with clubs remaining interested in Alejandro Garnacho in particular. United are set for a slightly quieter February schedule as Amorim looks to get his squad on track to climb the Premier League table. The Red Devils won against FCSB in Bucharest on Thursday to progress directly to the Europa League round of 16 without the need for a playoff. That is the biggest thing, Amorim told TNT Sports after the latest victory. More than the win is to have time to train and have time to recover the players. Amorim's team will face one of AZ, Midtjylland, Real Sociedad and Galatasaray in their next European game, with those four teams grouped together for the playoff round in February. United won't return to European action until March, having made it through as the only team with an unbeaten record across the league phase. Manchester United player ratings versus FCSB with 2.8 out of 10s as Kobbie Mainoo shines. Man United beat FCSB 2-0 in Bucharest with Ruben Amorim's team producing one of the better performances of his time in charge so far. Man United beat FCSB 2-0 in Bucharest with Ruben Amorim's team producing one of the better performances of his time in charge so far. Bruno Fernandes hit the crossbar with a thunderous strike just before the hour mark, but United finally took the lead shortly after as Diogo Dalot converted Kobbie Mainoo's cross. Mainoo tucked home Garnacho's neat cutback to make it 2-0 as United booked their place in the last 16 of the competition. Here are how the players rated at the National Arena in Bucharest. One loose pass in the first half that went out for a throw, but beyond that he had almost nothing to do and was a spectator for most of the game. Returned to a centre-back role and was comfortable and untested. United attacked down the left and Mazraoui had very little to do all night. One of his easier games at centre-back. Played the middle role against FCSB and looked untroubled throughout and happy to compete for high balls as they came forward. Excellent once again. Becoming more confident in striding forward in possession and played impressive passes to Mainoo and Højlund that got United on the front foot. Also tried his luck with a direct free kick. Swapped wing-back positions at halftime once again. Worked possession inside well in the first half and was in the right place to steer home a finish to give United the lead. Seven was safe with his passing but seemed comfortable enough in his 45-minute run-out, but was hooked at halftime. Developed a lovely relationship with Mainoo on the inside left channel and hit the bar with a brilliant effort. Starting to look more at home in a deeper role. Yet another game that ended at the halftime mark for the left back. One dangerous cross but also invited pressure with a poor back pass and struggling to find his form after injury. For involved in Dalot's goal, and although United's attacks tended to go down the other side of the pitch, he kept things comfortable and picked the right passes. A surprise selection in a number 10 role but showed the threat he carries in the final third. Created Dalot's goal by finding space in the box and playing an excellent cross. Finished a move he started for his goal. Better at running the channels and had a couple of shots on target, but this was another night when the Dane never really looked like scoring. Came on at wingback, but for once United's best attacks came down the other side of the pitch. Another lively cameo and set Mainoo's goal up with a good pass. Can't be sold in this window. Proactive once again with halftime changes and deserves credit for trying Mainoo in the advanced role that really helped United find some rhythm. Man United plot late move to re-sign Angel Gomes ahead of Tottenham. Manchester United are plotting a late move to re-sign Lille star Angel Gomes, but could be trumped by Tottenham Hotspur, according to Caught Offside. The youngster came through the ranks at United's academy and made his debut for the club as a substitute for Wayne Rooney in May 2017, becoming the first player born in or after the year 2000 to play in the Premier League. He joined Lille in 2020 after the expiration of his contract and has made remarkable strides in France, which has earned him 4 England caps. It appears the Red Devils are now looking to bring him back to the club, as Caught Offside claims that Man United have now indicated an interest in bringing him back to Old Trafford. However, the Red Devils could be trumped by Tottenham in the race for Gomes, as the report adds that the North London club are also in talks to sign the 24-year-old. Bundesliga giants Bayern and RB Leipzig, as well as Premier League sides Newcastle United, Aston Villa, and West Ham United, who have presented a pre-contract offer to the midfielder, have also joined the race for Gomes, as per the report. United Gomes and Mathys Tel move. United could do even more business this winter, with the report adding that the 13-time Premier League champions are also in the race for Bayern Munich's highly sought-after forward Mathys Tel, as a possible replacement for Alejandro Garnacho should the Argentine winger depart the club this winter. For Gomes, his contract with Lille will expire this summer, and United could bide their time to not pay above his €25 million, £20 million, transfermarkt valuation. It is obvious Man United's squad needs a reshuffle, particularly in midfield and attack, with Casemiro, Eriksen, Garnacho, and Marcus Rashford facing uncertain futures at the Theatre of Dreams. Signing Gomes would be a good start, but the report suggests that the midfielder may favor a move to Spurs, so Tottenham could be in pole position to sign the England international if he opts to return to England. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim has frozen Marcus Rashford out of his squad. Though the Englishman has been training with the first team like usual, his exclusion from matchday rosters has left his future at Old Trafford hanging in the balance. A January move away does not seem likely, but it is hard to see him playing for the Red Devils next season. Alejandro Garnacho has also faced a similar situation but has featured more regularly than his teammate, Rashford. The former Atletico Madrid youngster has had links with Chelsea and Napoli this season, but his price tag has weighed heavily on his suitors, but a transfer to greener pastures might become a realistic possibility in the summer. With a couple of exits likely to open the door for a new left winger, Manchester United have shown an interest in Borussia Dortmund forward Jamie Gittins and are now leading Liverpool in their bid to sign him, according to Sky.